It is 11:15 and I am totally creeped out. All of a sudden, like out the sitting room windows, I heard like a man's voice scream. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm Casey. I'm here in East Tennessee and the sun has finally come out today. It's been rainy and stormy, but we've needed the rain. I don't know about y'all, but it's been kind of dry here. So I'm glad to have it, but I'm also glad to see the sun. It's been a long week. I've been sick. I'm feeling better today, but more than me, my family, we've had lots of stuff going on. My mother-in-law, she had surgery, and then she had to go back to the hospital with complications. She got back home, and then my father-in-law had to go in. He's still there, so Joe is up there with him. They're kind of rotating out. We're all rotating and helping each other around here. I live near family, so we're all super close-knit, and we've just been trying to pick up the pieces and take care of each other, and I've just been praying and praying and praying. My mother-in-law's doing better, and I think my father-in-law's doing better too, but I don't think they're letting him come home tonight, so I don't know if Joe's gonna be home. I don't know. We're all just kind of tired a little bit, and I had to get out and get some fresh air. So I'm coming to the greenhouse, but it's a little late in the day. It's 2:30, so it's probably hot in here. And I don't have my mic on because I left it in the house, and this fan might be loud, so I hope not. I got to do some water, and I've got to get back to the repotting, but it seems like every time I start a project, we have something else going on. We just had a lot going on, but you know how that is. Life does that sometimes. There's my little starts. They're doing pretty good. There's some little starts my neighbor gave me. I think he's got some more plants for me. It won't be long. I got to get everything back into the greenhouse because probably possible frost date in a few weeks from now. Getting close to Eli's wedding date. We got a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna water, and then I'm gonna take a walk, admire creation, talk to God, listen to God. I call it my worship walk, creation walk. I love just going out and taking a walk and just looking at God's beauty, reminding us that He's in charge and He's in control and He's got everything. And He's got this. He's got no matter what we're walking through. So I love doing that. I love admiring just all the beauty that's in every day, no matter what it is, what kind of day it is. The rain's beautiful, the storms are beautiful, the sunshine's beautiful, the seasons, just everything. So we do have a lot to be thankful for. So I'm going to go out on my thankful walk in a minute. Let's water the greenhouse. Alright, before I go on my walk, let's go check on the fish. I know they're hungry. There's the babies. They're pretty fun. All right, let's take a walk. Look at these zinnias right here. All of them that came out of this plant right here are pink. Let me show you this big old hornet's nest. I meant to show you on the last video. Oh man, it's huge. Check that out. You can see where they're going in on the right side. My goodness. I absolutely will not be walking that way. We've got to do something about it. We tried tackling it several videos back with just the most dumbest way to get rid of them anyways. A very dumb way to try to get rid of them, really, to be honest. Didn't work. Water, pressure washer. My husband threw the wagon wheel of death at them. They built it back in like 2 days. So he says he's gonna go down there one night and when they're asleep and put like a pillowcase around them and then drown them. Stay tuned for that mess. I like walking down to the barn in the winter. And when it snows, it's just so pretty. If it snows this year, I'll walk down there and I'll show you guys how beautiful it looks. Look at that. Still waiting on fall colors. Not really got any yet. Maybe a hint of them starting to just a little. It won't be long. Let's go up here and look at these beehives. The color. Now there's some color. Certain trees turn quicker than others. Usually like the dogwoods, they'll turn first and they're like always really red. They're pretty. There's the bees. Okay, this is not what I wanted to find on my walk. Seriously? Oh my gosh. This is not what I wanted to find on my walk. Alright, I'm done. I know it's just a black snake. They are supposed to be good for things. I'm not going to mess with it. This poisonous snake could be a different story. But I do hope it stays down here and not near my house or my chicken coop. Alright. So, my father-in-law does not get to come home tonight. And it's his night to stay. So he's going to be staying tonight at the hospital. And I think I'm going to try to go up and have dinner with him tonight. Or bring him some food. Because the cafeteria at that hospital closes at 2 o'clock on the weekends. And he doesn't want to leave his dad. So we got to figure something out. I hope he gets to come home tomorrow. We were hoping today, but that didn't happen. So. And we don't like to leave our people alone. I know some people have to stay at the hospital by themselves, and I just hate that. I mean, I know there are a lot of good nurses, there are a lot of good people, you know, that work at the hospital, but there also, sometimes you're there, and it's like you get like a dud, it seems like. I don't know. We stay with our crew. We try to anyways, always. So, that's how it goes. That's what we're gonna come up with a plan. Alright guys, it's like 8:15. So I've been some next door with my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law. She's been there most times, staying with her. And then I'm kind of relieving at times. So that's what we're doing. That's the situation. But I think that, like I said earlier, things are trending in a better direction. And hopefully it just take a couple more days to where everybody can kind of get back into a little bit more normal routine and be back home. Because everybody wants to be home. Nobody wants to be away from home. It's just not. And then especially if you're like split up, that's tough. So that's the update. And I don't think we're going to be able to make it to church tomorrow. I mean, sometimes that just happens. And so I'll probably watch it online. But yeah, try to get some rest because I don't know if I'll be back up to the hospital tomorrow or what. But that's my day, and that's kind of where we're at for those that wanted to know the update. I hope you all are having a good weekend where you are at. And I will see you guys on here sometime tomorrow. But I'm not completely alone. There's Miss Molly. She's waiting on me to get my shower so we can go upstairs and she can get in her dog bed. All right, guys, it is 11:15 and I am totally creeped out. I am home alone. My husband had to stay at the hospital tonight, and I don't really like staying by myself at night because I hear everything, every noise. And when my husband's home, I never hear anything. And so I was gonna stay at my mother-in-law's tonight. So I was out in the sitting room a little while ago, and I was watching the Wednesday night service because we didn't get to go because I've been under the weather. And all of a sudden, like out the sitting room windows, I heard like a man's voice scream. And so I immediately got up and texted Seth because he lives down the hill and asked him if he heard it. He said he did not hear it. And so I went over and looked out the window, like turned the light off so I could see. And I did not see anything. And I texted my husband and I said, guess what? I just heard a man scream. And of course you're not home. So, I went back over there, I lifted up the window, and I could not hear anything else. So I like calmed myself down, and I come in the bedroom and fix and lay down, and my phone went off, like the front camera on the front porch. It sends alerts to my phone, and it sent 2 of them. I was like, wonderful. So the first one that I opened up, I didn't see anything. The second one was like a cat, and I could hear it like thumping on the porch. I don't know if there was like a couple of them like running or something. Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm hearing every noise, and I was over there at my mother-in-law's earlier because my sister-in-law, she's staying over there. They're like, just come over, we'll just have like a slumber party, we'll just all sleep over there, and I should have took her up on it. And I said, well, if I get creeped out, even if it's like 2 in the morning, I'll just come over. So I'm gonna try to like lay down and like watch something like cheery on TV and like not listen to what I'm hearing and just ignore it and go to sleep. So we'll see if that actually happens. I'll keep you guys updated.